Do you understand your dyslexia better?
I do know, I've also known myself, you know, what's good for me, how I work things out. It may be a long time, it goes like outwards sort of thing. Instead of going straight, I go this way, and I cover a wide range of things before I get to that. But yeah, I do, I know more about me and my dyslexia now.
Yes, much better. I've learned to live with it. I've learned to make changes in my life and get people to recognise it more, that I'm dyslexic, especially at work and places like that.
Yes, yes, and it's. I also understand how my brain works better now, how I think different to other people, and how it can be an asset as well as the downside. You know, before it was always the downside of dyslexia. You know, that's emphasised. You can't read, you can't write, you're fit, you can't do anything. Now I understand that my brain works a little bit different to other people, but is that so bad? You know, a lot of intelligent people think slightly differently. Like Einstein, you know, he could do the maths he did because he could think differently to other people and could see things differently. So it can be an asset. It doesn't have to be a downer.
When I'm working with somebody new, I tell them because I've got better coping strategies with it now. I've got a trusty notebook where I take it everywhere, and I keep my notebooks from previous years so that I've got a paper trail. So when somebody new starts the organisation, I tell them that up front so that they don't think I'm some kind of loon writing everything down. I also have better improved working practices because I found that verbal instructions are just no good for me to take and for me to give the team. So I do a lot of emails, so I've got that paper trail, and I actually use my email system as a filing system to jog my memory. So being diagnosed has helped me develop my own personal coping strategies to make me feel that I'm functioning fully.
Absolutely understand my dyslexia better. Through the fact of working with so many dyslexics over the years, I've gained greater empathy, greater understanding how dyslexia works and how it affects different people right across the spectrum, regardless of age, gender, creed. Yes, that's definitely a yes, I understand it better.
I have a more rounded understanding of my dyslexia. I've got more skills to make me aware about it and how to deal with things. I could probably recognise it in others when they don't want me to recognise it.
So going on to the understanding the dyslexia, I think it's not as much about understanding the dyslexia, it's about understanding me with dyslexia and how I have different needs. Dyslexia affects people various ways. My daughter, who is also dyslexic, has a different view of it completely because she understands things that generally I don't. So there is a great variance in what you can and can't do. So what I do understand is what my issues are, I'm not going to say the weaknesses because I like to call them strengths, but what my differences are, how I can deal with them, what I need to do and address them before I have any chance to get stressed out about them.
I have done a lot of analysing and a lot of understanding about myself, and I hope I think my true answer is I understand others more, actually, in that I acknowledge what I can do, and rather than spending more on what I can't, understanding what I can't do, which is what other people used to do to me.